Hello, and welcome back to the Dappled Boughs of Rak'Tika Greatwood, where... Oh, jeez, Christ. Get him out of the way. I went and did 3 fates. Yeah, 3 fates to sort out my shared fates thing, although the bicolored gemstone vendor apparently isn't nearby, so can't do anything with him yet. Can't get the mount speed. I went and did a couple of side quests for the XP and the gear. I can't remember what gear I got. Some mint, apparently. And then I went and did a leveling roulette, which gave me like 4.5 million XP. Slightly over, actually. So that was pretty good. That's got me to this place entirely. I did think about doing the level 43. Yeah, the level 43 dungeon, because that would have made a difference. The level 73 dungeon again, but I did the leveling roulette instead, because at 75, there's going to be another dungeon that we can work through. Plus the timer for the leveling roulette is going to tick down at some point, but it means that we can now carry on into the woods. Bearing this seal, it should be possible to enter Ixmaya, that was it, unmolested by its guardians. I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. So that's the big glowy wall that we saw. I've also been and had some lunch while I was Nah. Go away, Helm Beetle. We don't want any. That is a gunbreaker. That's a level 74 gunbreaker. How do people level so fast? Don't know how they do it. Mind you, I suppose they can play more than I do. And they might be playing in the country where it's not quite so damned warm. Aha! The mysterious barrier is now barring our way no longer. I've discovered a new location. Yeah, so we can now access the second side of the map. The blind forest of Ixmaya, the Oxdarlan Gap, and the Kamul Astropolis. A lot of things. A Great Pyramid. Cool. Right. Minfield, you got anything to say? Glad to see you safe, blah blah. Right. Good, you're here. Runar opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Ixmaya, and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long. Right, get rid of that. It did not take long for the Woods Protectors to find me when last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Now, let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. Yes. Yes, let's. That was sprint. That wasn't what I meant to press. So I noticed that Ixmaya has a slightly different colour palette. I think because the bows are heavier. You'll notice I put some combat abilities on my cross hotbar as well. I was trying to get used to it. And then I went in and tried it in the dungeon. And that was a terrible idea. Fortunately, I didn't unplug the mouse and keyboard or anything, so I've still had that. What the... Wooden bombs! Oh, this is pretty. So, we've got some... Can't remember what those are called. The wooden bombs are fun. Ronkan inscription. I quite like that everybody's got these blue crystalline weapons. They found you.
It would seem we have found them.
Oh, look. Viera. Sorry, Vis.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Begone!
And shield. They're not very good shots. Woohoo!
Wait! We did not come to!
Nice dodge. Nice dodge. That was very cinematic.
Stop! We mean you no harm.
Ah. Shocking.
Sister, is that... We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Whoa. That's clever.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Yes, we can help you.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity.
Ah, I wish I could do that accent, but I can't.
Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
It's the rolling of the R's.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Well, even I can follow a big trail of blue flowers.
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us?
Follow the
If it
blue
affords
brick
us an
road.
opportunity to investigate Ixmaya. Fine.
Nod. Bam, bam, bam. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa. Hello, wooden bomb. Whoa. Pull him away from the person trying to watch a cutscene. I've just realised my chocobo is on heels only. Oh, god damn it. I'm still not quite used to how the controls work. But I'm getting there. Somebody's just gone past on a motorbike very loudly. Right. Gives him a look. And a forest echo. Ooh, snapweeds. We need these for whoa. Nepenthic plunge. So that's gonna ew. Oh, I only needed one of them. They're cool looking mobs. They remind me a little bit of the poison sac things, are they, in Monster Hunter World? I like the fact that these blue flowers are kind of the path. I have discovered a new recipe. I guess we're going... Ah, yeah, this is the village that was shown off in the trailer. Blue deer stags. Do these guys have names? I assume they have names. I would have the seal that we may contain its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. It is authentic. There is no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is of proper size, and by its weight it is plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. 3,000 years. I am Almet, chieftainess of Fanau. Fano. We met, a younger sister. Simmet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. There's a certain kind of Egyptian feel to them here. The staff that she's got has kind of Egyptian / Aztec Incan iconography, or a style anyway. A pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon? These are troubled times for my people. Though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you'd like, I would show you around the village, though I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Nod. Yes, let us take the tour. Into the woods. Ba, ba. Time for tours. Whoop. Yes, chest gear. This way, what is your name? Demajen. And this is a common name nowadays? How times change. But I digress. Come and be sure to watch your step. I shall let Triskelion watch his step. Oh, it is a long way down to the forest floor, isn't it? Oh, look. I haven't actually seen a lookout point in ages. 172,500 XP. Let's go and attune to the Aetheryte first of all. This reminds me very much of music from Final Fantasy XI for some reason. Ah! Gemstone Trader. Let's go and get that so we can get the riding map for this area. Nasil. The time has come for the V's to share more of our culture with the outside world, small as it has become. As my contribution to these efforts, I am happy to offer a variety of goods from the forest in exchange for any bicolor gemstones you might happen upon. I may now try a trade with Nasil. Let's have that. Mount speed has increased. Yeah, this reminds me quite a lot of... It reminds me quite a lot of Kazam, actually, from the Rise of the Zilla expansion. Nice totem pole. As bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the Palace Guard, which served under the last Emperor. And to this day, we carry on the duties of our forebears, the final decree of His Eminence before Ronka's fall. 3,000 years. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Nice Lord of the Rings reference there. And look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. That's handy. By his command we have remained in the Rak'Tika Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins and the wisdom held within. I hope thou wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people's famed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We would easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now Bano is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long there will be no one left to honour the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister. We are glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours, should you wish it. You need only ask. I want your outfits, guys. These outfits are awesome. Oh, are they going to be the dungeon outfits? One of the best things about Heaven's Ward was the level 53 outfits from Somal, and I used those as glamour for ages. If these are the outfits from this upcoming dungeon, especially if they're dyeable, I can totally see myself using those. Though I suppose they'd change depending on role. Speaking of which, I need to go and do the role quest as well. You come in search of the Light Warden. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. When we met, do you recall any signs of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? That would mean... How old are you exactly? Vaughn! Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one amongst us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. That was a nice little 12 reference. We have leave to speak with the other Vs then? But of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is yet time to act. I like how they all head off in separate directions. In real life, that is not how that would work. Did I attune to the Aetherites? I meant to. I did. I thought I had. I wonder if we can actually fall. I assume we can. Who are we talking to on here? Is there another tier? Oh, no. Nimit! It was not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Just checking, you can't jump off there. Kirill. An outsider? But how? By the gods, allies of the Empire. My sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fanaus, she lived in a village near Rak'Tika Falls until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger for one thing, but what struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the Light Warden. So, by the falls. Shoina! The Light Warden? No, I have not seen it, but I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters, how they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Ah. Lovely. Lovely. It's a very pretty place, this. Very tranquil. Loimut! Your search for the Light Warden? I cannot say I have ever laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Well, the falls seem to be our next probable destination. I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. Yes. These are the happenings. Near Rak'Tika Falls. Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why it has never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of this Rak'Tika Falls. I can but assume it lies deep within the woods of Ixmaya. Just so, the tunnels which lead there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the Warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, though it would be at great peril to you and your companions. Dungeon! Dungeon! Katana Ravel. A temple. Or Ravel, possibly. A temple to the northeast. It has been sealed for centuries, but within is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ronka, it can. First, we must go to the Kamul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path to the Katana Ravel can be opened. This may sound a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. That we might not be tempted, the means to do so were withheld from us. But we can show you the way. The rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Did you have to ask? We've no time to waste. Oh, a different emote. Let us be about it then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attempt to matters at the Kamul Astropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianger and Thancred and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Rak'Tika Falls, 'tis yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Weemit! Summit! I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, doubt not but the Thancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. New chest piece! Which is, if I remember correctly, very gold. Very gold indeed. There we go. I think... Oh, no. I've still got the Viera pants on, apparently. So we're still looking for some legs that work with that. But never mind. It looks... we're a little bit of a slutty Dark Knight currently. Look to the stars. Olmet stands ready to guide you through the ruins. What you seek lies in the heart of the Kamul Astropolis. Unfortunately, it too was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. Oh, and suddenly, a bazillion side quests have opened up. As I live and breathe an ally of Ronka, just so happens I have a vital task I would entrust to none other. Our V's on patrol require new raiments, and have you to deliver them to them at bow rest. They should be expecting you. I pray there will not be a repeat of your incident with Chief Nazamet. Right. The big question is, do any of these offer some trousers? Nope. At least there's a nice kind of structure to this village, so we can very easily tell. Hold on. Okay, the minimap's actually not as much help there as I thought it was going to be. That's food. Not super worried about food, though actually I do need to pick up some cheap food. Talk of the town, no. Stern Sentinel, no. Can we go in these huts? No. Yeah, see, the quest markers are actually layered ever so slightly atop each other, which isn't as helpful as you might think. Oh. Nope. Nope. A load of dye. And that. I don't think we've looked at. No, we haven't been down here. Right, that's the ammo keep. Right, we're now added to the registrar. Nope. Nope. Okay, lots and lots of side quests, but none with actual gear rewards. I do wonder if the gear rewards are locked behind the quests. I shall find out on my next trip through. Right, so let's repair our gear. And let's get on with the story. I'm very pleased to note that it is now 1:45 in the afternoon. And it is a much cooler than yesterday. You discovered a new location. What was that? Cracked Ronkan Thorn. So those are the Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, so these are the Lankan Ruins, which I thought were Tombury Ruins in the initial area run-through. Cracked Ronkan Doll. You were able to keep up, I see. Well, we got sidetracked, but yeah, well done. Ahead lie the Morning Stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the Guardians of Rak'Tika. Behind them, beyond them even, is the Great Pyramid of Uxnir, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the key to opening the pyramid, though I know not how. That is for you to discover. Another puzzle! Wonderful. I would have a closer look. At least Ishtola is consistent in her love of puzzles. It's quite a cool looking area though. It is indeed another puzzle, but for a blessing it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beasts mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in like manner. We have but to discern the correct order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer may well be hiding among them. Indeed. It may be best to transcribe them if they are as numerous as you say. Better that than risk overlooking something. Her transcription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkan scripts. No matter, you will employ a different approach. Impressions. Rubbings. Here. I'd thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Make impressions of any inscriptions you find. We'll start at the base of the pyramids. You begin at the top. When you've finished, return here and I will translate your findings. So. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm assuming we can't just run up here. Whoa, hello. Oh, it's... Right, so, we need to get to the top somehow. Ooh, an ether current. I'd forgotten about those. I got all the ones on the other side of the map. How many do we have? There are 4. 4 out in the wild that we don't have. How do we get... Ooh, elementals. Am I missing something obvious? Ba, ba, da, ba. Oh, am I literally supposed to climb them? Ah. But it's a good job I saw that guy going up. Sorry, that girl. Cannot execute while on a mount. $169 yards to the southeast. Ah! That's just going to be over here, isn't it? Excuse me. Yes, there. Pick this up while we are here. $303 yards to the east. Yeah, it's interesting how it's broken up into kind of little islands. Obviously, once you have a flying mount, this will be very easy to navigate. But until that point in time, I think it was this one we climbed, wasn't it? Come on, Chocobo. You can do it. No. Ah, too fast. Gotta wait for it to show up. There we go. Boink, 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 boink. Huh, 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 huh. Gotcha. Ah. Nope. Alright, this should be the final one. And ching. Right. Ishtola, I trust you've made good use of those clay tablets? Yes. Well done. A moment while I decipher what you found out. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave any hint as to the solution of the puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Joy. Once assembled, it reads as following. Come together, share despair. Share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. I'm totally writing those down. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I'd assumed the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what Almut and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with ether. So we have to find the right one. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. Examining the owl statue, you notice it is facing north toward the Great Pyramid. Oliver is facing towards the woods. I think it's probably the owl statue, isn't it? Because that was the symbol of the Lankan Empire. Or would it be something more complicated than that? Apropos is facing towards the wolf. Away from the serpent. Away from the curl. Let's see what options this Stola gives us. Whoops. I've just noticed I don't have my chocobo on. And he needs all the XP that he can get. He's actually getting close to Right. Given your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems, I think it best that you choose the statue. Offer Ushdola our thoughts. Right then, after you select a statue, I'll imbue it with the required ether. Should it prove to be a trap, I'm more than capable of warding off any malign magics it might contain. Now, which statue will it be? The owl. It's facing towards the temple. The ether has been absorbed. You really do have a talent for these things. Was that right then? Yes, it was. Yay, me paying attention. See, if you've been skipping through a lot of the text, you won't know that the owl was the symbol of the Lankan civilization. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. Is it Ronjit? Oh, no. Sister, sister. Simit? What are you doing here? What has happened? Yulmoran soldiers, they have entered Ixmaya. Yulmoran soldiers? And what of the blessed? Blessed. Nothing specific, but it seems the Yulmorans had little interest in Slitherbow or its people. According to our scouts, the general and his men made all haste for the gate to Ixmaya upon finding it. Together with Thancred, Remets and some others have engaged them at the border. You are to return and assist Remet at once. They are not to set foot near the ruins or Fanau. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, sister. Be careful. Though I knew time was short, I did not expect the Yulmorans to move so swiftly. But we have come too far to turn back now. Ba, 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 ba. Baked mega piranha. Yum, 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 yum. That sounds delicious. And we'll find out how tasty that is in the... Ooh, ow. Stupid spine. In the next episode. Thank you very much for watching yet another episode of Demajen, the Warrior of Darkness. As we're about halfway through, roughly, the leveling process, at least, of Shadowbringers. I can't say halfway through the main story. I have no idea how much story there will be after hitting level 80. Either way, I'm liking the consistent threat of the Yulmorans about how they're always just one step behind, but always getting closer and closer and closer. It feels like it's giving the story a sense of urgency, even though it's obviously really not, because nothing happens unless you initiate quests. But there is that sense that they're catching up. They're only a little bit behind us. We'll see how long that stays that way next time. Catch you all then. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.